Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. How are we all, everyone? Hope you're all well. Big day today. Huge day for news. Going to get into that shortly. We'll go all through the Samsung scenario and open day, or what was it? Gear day or Samsung Gear Day. But yeah, last night got a heap done with the new video, the bushwalk video, and I got some. I have fluked the lottery, I think, on the photos. Got some absolutely amazing shots, so super stoked about that. Started today. I've put one up on Instagram. You'll see it here, Nightcliff34. Go over, check that out. I'll put one each day. I've got a heap. I think last night I tuned up 100 down to 14, and of those 14, there's probably 4 or 5 just awesome. 14 are really good. And I've got it down. I've got another 120 I did yesterday, and I've got like I think 11 or 12 from that, and I've got more from the other day. So I've probably got 30 or 40 now. Really super shots. I've got to fine tune and work out which ones I want to put in the video. That's the hard part. And then I've got to do the video. So I'm going to start doing the video tonight. So that should go well. So I'm hopeful a couple of days I'll have that new video out for you for this week. So it'll be very cool. And yeah, just lucky. I think it's one of those things, right place, right time. Just rained. I found this canyon where the water had run through. Had me good 1000 ND filter with me. Did everything right. And I've come up really good. Went out for a walk. We're supposed to do some astro, stay up late tonight and do some astrophotography. That went cloudy, that canned, and I ended up doing this, so it come up really good. So I'm very happy. But I'll keep you informed as I go, but you'll see the photos as they're coming out each day. Just go check them out on Insta. Rightio, let's get in this news. Samsung. Huge day for them. Obviously, we've seen all the photos. We know all that. We've guesstimated on the specs. I'm going to go through, confirm the specs. S20 Ultra, because that's all anyone wants to know about. No one cares about the bottom range stuff. It's like who wants to buy a base model Corolla? No one cares. Everyone wants the Ferrari, the Porsche. No one cares about the lower models. That's what you buy when you just got to buy a car. Everyone aspires to have the good one. So let's look at the good stuff. S20 Ultra, 512 gigabyte storage, up to 1 terabyte, which is insane. That's with micro SD add-in. So you can get a 512 gigabyte micro SD, chuck that into your phone, you got 1 terabyte of storage. Awesome. Great work on that, Samsung, especially for photo guys and video. You'll need it for the 8K. 22.50 Australian dollars at JB Hi-Fi. I checked that out today. That's all confirmed. They're on pre-order. Everything's on pre-order now. 10 times hybrid optic zoom. I'm not sure exactly on the hybrid how that works with optic, but they've basically turned the lens sideways and they've got a few little tricks going on in there. So it's high quality optic 10 times. So that's really good. And 100 times space zoom, which is basically digital zooming in on the pixel cleaning. So that's again pretty good if you're a stalker or a paparazzi. That might come in handy. Or that might come in handy for them. Paparazzi phone. There you go. A lot smaller too, easier to hide. 8K video, that's the big one I want to talk about. Huge thing. We know with Canon, the Canon announced 8K. Everyone said, oh, crazy. If they can put it on the phone, I can't see how these camera companies can't put 8K into a camera. The size of the phones are way smaller. Surely they can work this out. Especially in a mirrorless camera, there's no lens and shutters. There's got to be more room. I know the heat and stuff like that's got to be a concern, and storage. But all they need to do is put in a proper computer hard drive, like a 2 TB hard drive in there, so you can store, and then you can pump into your SSDs into the side as well for extra storage. So there's no excuse anymore for 8K not to come in the small cameras, but it will make a big difference. Out of that, they're saying you can get 33 megapixel stills. So if you record a video at a kid's soccer game or at the baseball game and your son hits a home run and you've just filmed it, fear not, because you can get him hitting the ball and get that shot and get that blown up, because the 33 megapixels is still going to be a really nice photo. You can put that on the wall for him or for his birthday. That'll be awesome. So it's gonna sell a crap ton of phones, these things. It's got super steady, so basically GoPro 7 steady cam and all that sort of those action cams. It's using that same technology now, so super stable as well. So single take mode, records 3 to 10 seconds, I'm assuming, of 8K video, and then picks out the highlights to make them as single photos, and then you pick which ones you want to keep. So some really good functions in there. 5G does the basic, I think it's like broadband or whatever, and then your millimeter waves. Does basically everything. So it's ready to go. It's future ready. It's good to go. So it's going to have awesome reception. 5,000 milliamp battery, so ton of juice. You're going to need it with all these features and the 8K and all that. It's going to suck the juice out pretty hard, but it's got the battery in there to do it, so that's a great job. But that's just pretty, I think it can't get any bigger for a phone for the planes and stuff anyway, so that's very cool. Another new feature was the new security chip using Knox security software. I think it's something similar to an Apple T2 chip, which they use now in their laptops and iPads and phones and stuff like that. Basically a security chip, so it won't let anything else get into the system, and it acts like border control, I guess, for your software or for your hardware and software. So very cool that they're going down that way as well. It can be painful sometimes for Apple when you're trying to do stuff, and I know the PC guys don't like it because you can't bypass it to add stuff in sometimes, but I'm sure down the road they'll all work that out. The Budz as well come out. They look pretty good. $300 Australian, so it's about the same as the Beats Pros. 11-hour battery, 22-hour case, 2-way speaker, 3-way microphone. When you are talking on the phone, it'll use the 2 external mics to get the noise and then work out how to block it. And they'll put sounds out to block that outside noise, so you get good clear reception, which is really good. So it's sort of a noise cancellation, but it's not a noise cancellation. It's sort of an adaptive experience. So yeah, look really good. Black, white, blue, using AKG is the sound guys that are helping them out with that to make sure the good quality sound. They're saying stereo sound, and it's super high quality. All the usual things, wireless charging, blah, 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 as per normal with that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think they'll sell a heap of them as well. Why wouldn't you? If you're going to buy the S20 at $2.5 grand or $2,300, you might as well chuck another 300 on and get some good headphones with it. And they'll sync straight up to all your Samsung devices. Flip phone was out. It's at the same price as this S20, about the $1,300, $1,400 US, so about the same, probably $2,200 Australian. 21.9/9 aspect ratio. So not the 21:9, it's got that 0.9, so a little bit different. Might be funky. It's actually a flexible glass screen. All the stuff we sort of know about as it already, but yeah, I think it's going to go pretty well. They're saying on their website that it's built to last and all this sort of stuff. So Samsung's chucking their weight behind it. It doesn't have the grunt and the power as the S20, but it's that foldable, flick open. You can stand it up and use it as its own tripod, its own video for time lapse and stuff like that. So yeah, I think they're trying to really push the marketing side on it well, and they're looking at other avenues that I guess Motorola didn't really use theirs for to sell it. So it'd be very interesting to see how it goes and how that goes up against the Motorola Razr. I'm sure we'll see some stuff on that in the next week. Without a doubt, we'll have some reviews on it going forward on the live devices. Coronavirus is upgraded now, or not upgraded, but they've changed the name. They call it the COVID-19 virus. That's the official name of it now. Coronavirus is a strain of viruses, so this is actually dedicated name to this one. China, hundreds of doctors have been reported infected. Obviously, one of the 8 guys, the main doctors that whistle blew the whole program and said it was happening. He passed away the other day. There's 100 more doctors, so now they're short-staffed to treat the people that are coming, that are getting sick. It's now up to 1,114 passed away. Condolences to their family, it's terrible. 45,000 plus infected. And China's been accused of trying to silence reports. Even still, with everyone already knowing about it, they're still trying to pass it down. The president of China finally come out. They had some political meetings over the last couple of weeks. He's finally come out of basically hiding or out of meetings and doing business stuff and coming out and then trying to put his foot forward to try and say that they're onto it, they've got control of the situation and stuff like that. We did see yesterday China trying to get guys to go back to work on the 10th because we all know that it's going to cause issues down the road for businesses and people everywhere. Well, that's already started to happen. There has been reports of issues in that regards, and I think we're going to see more of that downstream effect rolling on through. So yeah, definitely more happening in that. So yeah, not looking good at the moment. Still no word on a cure or a treatment as such. RAM Australia, possibly we could be getting that new RAM TRX. There's a bit of rumours going around on the Wheels website. It's also been touted and heard and found out in the wild and they reckon it's going to have the Hellcat engine. That's that 387 kilowatt monster Hemi V8 with 711 newton meters of torque. And they're pretty positive it could come. The RAM sales in Australia went up 300% last year in 2019. So those big trucks that they're selling heaps of them and people want them. And I think they're going to sell more. And once they bring that 1500 size in, that smaller, which is your Land Cruiser Hilux size, it's not the monster size, it's the next size down, the one you can probably afford to. It's going to be around the 80 to 90 mark for the Chevy. 80, 90,000 for the Chevy when that comes out. Well, Ram's coming in with that, and they may be putting the Hemi in that to make sure they stay on top. So great news for us in Australia. Might be able to get some nice utes here soon. So keep your eyes out on that. If you're a Ram guy, might just pay to wait off before you buy a new car. You might be able to get a Hellcat engined double cab or twin cab ute to roll into work with. Rightio, and last but not least, soundboks. It's soundboks, world's largest wireless speakers. Pretty cool. Boys over on Unbox checked them out, and far out they were loud, but very smart system. You can have up to 5 systems. They're like PA size or like musicians, sort of those size speakers. They're full wireless, Bluetooth, runs through an app on your phone, 126 decibels, so ridiculously loud. It's got mic and instruments ready. You can connect up to 5, so if you're at a small venue or doing a party, basically in your DJ or something like that, these would be fantastic. You can charge them up. They've got removable batteries, so you can plug spare batteries in, so you never have to run out. IP65 coating on all the electronics, so that's pretty good. I think that's splash 64, I think it's a waterproof, so it's not waterproof, but it should be splash proof, so pretty good for outdoors. You can connect up to 5, which is just insane, so you could definitely put in a shed or whatever, wherever you're doing your functions, and have that set up and be good as gold. 15.4 kilos a unit, and they'll do 5 hours on full volume, which I don't think you're going to need, and you'll get 40 hours on mid-range volume, which is probably a bit more realistic. 3.5 hours to recharge, and it's $1,149 US for 2 batteries with the 1 unit. $9.99 if you just want the 1 battery, so another $150 per battery. So if you work that out, if you buy 5, you got 10 batteries, you can rotate them through. Yeah, definitely a great idea for you guys. I said DJs doing small venues. If you're a band and you're constantly going around to different people's houses to do your jam sessions, you could just take these with you and run it all through your phone. So that's perfect. Ready to go for mics and stuff like that for your creators. If you want that good quality sound, you could have 1 or 2 of these in and really do well. So look really good. They've been around for a while, and I'm sure if you're in that, ready for that sort of pump up stage, well then you could definitely outdo my iPad speaker. But and yeah, so very good, very nice bit of kit. Anyway, that's it, another day. So as I said, I'll start the video tonight doing that, so another day or two I should have another video out. Still waiting to hear back on when I can put the other one live, hopefully not too much longer. I know I keep saying that every day, so it sounds a bit strange, so I'll let you know when it's good to go. Not too far away. Anyway, you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, hit it down below, down here. It's free, doesn't cost a cent. And that bell, that's cheap too. That's free all week, all month, all year. It's all free. Won't cost a cent, but it will help me immensely, and I do appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Have a fantastic night. It's the hump day. Gold. Whether you're going out because it's the start of the weekend, or you're stuffed and you need to sleep, or you're staying in, have a glass of red for me and enjoy yourself, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao.